Good afternoon and welcome. My name's Toni Gallo. I am the president of the Lorain County Chamber of Commerce, and welcome to our second annual State of the Lorain Schools. We rebooted this luncheon last year when it was held at the amazing Carnegie Center, home to the Lorain Historical Society. This morning we added another aspect to the state of the schools by doing it completely in Spanish. Actually, the superintendent did it completely in Spanish. The rest of us had interpreters. So it was a great addition to a great way to actually talk about what's going on with the Lorain schools. We're glad to continue this event and have the Lorain business community hear what is happening here in the Lorain schools. And it's great to be here in Lorain High School, the new Lorain High School. I know that there are many people who are from some version of one of our high schools here in Lorain, and this is the first time that they've been in it. So I know this is the third time I've been in it, and each time I'm more amazed at what a great job. Actually, let's give a round of applause for this great building. It's easy to be impressed with what they accomplished in bringing a 21st century offering and a modern look and feel to this building, but with a nod to our great past. I like to consider myself a Lorain boy who did good. Just last week, I spoke to a room full of retired school teachers who belong to the School Employees Credit Union. There were teachers from the former Lorain High, Admiral King, Lorain Catholic, and Southview, not to mention some of our junior and elementary schools too. Lorain schools have such a great history. Since there are some in the audience who might not know exactly what a Chamber of Commerce does, let me take a minute to give you a Chamber 101 course. The Lorain County Chamber of Commerce promotes and supports the economic growth of Lorain County by focusing on education, promotion, and development of the business community, and those areas in the community affecting businesses. Our primary goals are to strengthen our local economy, to promote the community, to provide networking opportunities, provide value-added discounts to our members, represent the interests of business with our government entities, and help to develop community leaders, all while advancing the commercial, industrial, and civic development of Lorain County. There was a time when chambers really didn't get involved with educational entities so much. But in today's global economy, it's imperative that the business and educational communities work together to have our students graduate with an understanding of the changing needs of the businesses located here. That's why we're here today. And this is why we'll be hosting 16 superintendents on May 4th for our annual Superintendent Summit. Tammy wanted me to mention, if you haven't signed up for that, you have until this Friday. This is also why we host a new teachers reception to have the business community welcome the new hires in each of those different school districts in Lorain County as well too. That is why on May 11th, the Chamber is working with Lorain High School and Magnet to promote the on-site internship training open house from 6:30 to 9 p.m. here at Lorain High School. This event is meant for our local manufacturers to find out about getting Lorain High students for internships and apprenticeships at their companies. That's a brand new program that is being rolled out in conjunction with Magnet. This is why we focus on the emerging workforce and our junior and high school students during Manufacturing Month each October, to show that there are good jobs located here in Lorain County for them to actually make a living, raise their families, and have a career. This is why we will have a Women in Manufacturing event, another new aspect that we are adding to Manufacturing Month, at the brand new Lorain County Community College Ideation Center. I know Joan Perch is here, and I know she's very excited to have that as well too. So we're going to actually be able to show that there is an opportunity for both not just men but women to get these jobs here in Lorain County. That's why we're working with Effective Leadership Academy this year with the Elyria schools, hopefully next year with the Lorain schools, so our students can actually see their city as a classroom and help them develop a sense of community and pride with where they live, and all while building their own leadership skills. You can stay tuned on that as we hope to roll that out in all the different communities in Lorain County. And finally, this is why the Chamber is working with our economic development partners to get Lorain County the designation of a work-ready community by having our students take the Work Keys assessment and show our local businesses that our graduating seniors are prepared to be hired for jobs available here in Lorain County. Thanks again to Dr. Graham and the Lorain City Schools, all the teachers and the students that are here today. Thank you to the businesses who view this event as a good way to find out what is happening in Lorain schools and understanding that our students who attend here in all the schools are our greatest single asset for Lorain. With that, I'll turn it over to Aaron Gadd, and thank you.
Thank you, Toni. Our district is very blessed to have you all here in our audience. Toni and the Chamber, they were some of the founding members of our Community Business Schools Partnership. And as I'm looking around at each of you, I see so many people who are very active in our schools. Your hearts are in our meetings. You make sure that you're volunteering and showing your support every way you can. So we're very honored by your presence. And also, I am very honored to present to you our JROTC, who will be presenting the colors for Lorain City Schools. Please remain standing for the National Anthem as sung by Anastasia Williams, and afterwards we will pledge allegiance to the flag.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave for the land of the free and the home of the brave?
I pledge allegiance to the flag
March on. Hey, hey. Forward, march.
Thank you. You may be seated. As the Director of Communications and Engagement in Lorain City Schools, I often joke that I get all the really cool stuff to do. Dr. Graham will be speaking about some of the great strides in our district, some of the great programming, some of the things that you can look forward to. But I get the really cool part where I get to introduce you to the face of our district. We think that the best way for you to understand what's happening in our schools is to meet our kids and to meet their teachers and to hear what their dreams are and to learn about where they're going next. So I'm going to walk around and introduce you to some of these cool kids. All right. Now, students, if I did not talk to you before, the idea is I will bring the mic over and one of you or a couple of you will introduce your program. So be ready. Be ready for me. All right, first we're going to start with Amanda Haney and Richard Morrick, who are going to explain some of our programs here at the high school.
Thank you, Erin. So my name is Amanda Haney, and I work with the Titan College students that are here today, as well as over 300 kids that are in the school district. And this is Mr. Morrick. He is the director of Career Tech, and he runs our career and technical programs, which we have 14 of, all of which you can earn college or articulated credit in.
Well, just real quick, we have so much to share with you, and they give us just a little bit of time, but I just want you to know that these seniors for this year have earned a combined 1,400 college credits through College Credit Plus, and that's just incredible. Along with that, the students who are in Career Tech, and some of these same students who are in Titan College also are in our Career Tech programs, are earning anywhere from 3 to 25 hours within those programs. And they'll get those at the end of the school year after they graduate. But they're doing some amazing things, and we're very proud of them.
So some of our highlights this year include that we participated in a manufacturer's panel. We've had a luncheon for families of College 101 students. We've also participated in Winterfest as part of the community outreach, and we've had countless college visits.
Coming up here just shortly, as was mentioned previously, we do have our open house with Magnet and Nordson and the manufacturers within Lorain County. That's coming up. I'm really looking forward to that. We've already placed a student out of our robotics and pre-engineering program. He starts work, I believe, in 2 days. So we're, actually, I'm sorry, tomorrow he starts. So we're very excited about that with a manufacturing company. Also, our STNA and medical programs, which are CCP programs, or College Credit Plus, those students are going to be working on their STNA credentials this summer as well. So as our programs move forward, the career and technical programs will kind of take on a little different look. They will all be offering transcripted credit through CCP at some point over the next couple of years. So we're really looking forward to this.
So, and from the Titan College Front and College Credit Plus, we're looking to offer our students as many college credits as we possibly can as they move towards their goal towards college. Some of them will even be able to hopefully earn their associate's degree next year. So with that said, I think Erin wanted to go around and introduce the students.
My name is Santiago Ruiz. I'm in Titan College, and I plan on being a mechanical engineer after college.
Hello everyone, my name is Justin Sturgill. I'm in 11th grade and I'm currently taking Titan College classes right now, and eventually throughout my senior year I will too, and eventually getting my associate's degree after I graduate. And I plan on being a physical therapist after high school. So.
Hi, my name is Lauren Evans. I am a senior in the Titan College program here at Lorain High. After graduation, I will be attending the College of Pharmacy at Toledo.
Hi, my name is Evelyn Williams. I'm also a junior at Lorain High. I'm in the Titan College program. I'm also in Career Tech. After graduation, I want to attend Ohio University pre-law.
I'm Raymond Amid. I'm a sophomore, and right now I'm currently enrolled in Titan College, and my future aspirations are to be a pediatrician.
My name is Daniel Ortiz. I am currently enrolled in Titan College, striving to get my associate's degree when I graduate. I am also in Career Tech, and I'm striving to be an orthodontist.
Hi, my name is Sean Petty. Also plan on graduating with my associate's degree. Currently in career tech. Plan on, after high school graduation, going to college and getting my master's in electrical and mechanical engineering.
Hello, my name is Paul Greer. I'm a junior at Lorain High School. I'm part of Taunton College in the Career Tech program. I plan on getting my associate's degree and going to Ohio State and becoming a computer engineer.
I'm sorry, here. All right, and we have one of our career and technical education instructors here to talk a little bit about his program. And you have a student with you?
You have two of my students.
We got them all.
Hello, I'm Bill Bogan. I am the pre-engineering and robotics instructor here at Lorain High School. A couple of the students that you saw here, Paul and Sean, are a part of my pre-engineering and robotics program. And we also, I want to thank those of you guys that are helping to make this happen next year. We're working on it right now. Next year we will have 10 students out of my program that will spend 2 days a week to 3 days a week working at Nordson, paid internship to your program, including summer program in between where the kids will walk away with an associate degree in manufacturing engineering. So I'm looking forward to where that's going. So thank you.
Alrighty. Up next, who's the spokesperson for this table? Oh, you said you would before. You said.
They're Leo clubs, so they're different.
Okay.
Hi, my name is George. I'm a student representative from the Lorain High School Theater Department. This is Ayana and Lydia. Lydia designed our boards, which look amazing. And Ayana does the shows with us as well. The Lorain High School Theater Department gets to put on 2 shows a year. We do one in the fall, which is a straight show, and we do one in the spring, which is a musical. And this year we did Hairspray, which we killed it, just saying. So yeah, now she's going to talk about that.
And we are already coming up with ideas for next year's show, so everybody stay tuned. I hope to see you all there. It's very exciting, so yeah.
And I just wanted to say that if you go to Lorain High, the auditions are open to anybody, so even if you're shy, don't be afraid to come, and it's definitely worth the experience.
And who else is at this table to speak? No? Okay, I would like to just state, I understand, like I get it, you're shy because it's like a group of people, but these are the kindest people you could ever imagine. We're all rooting for you. We all have kind things to say, and I truly am a very shy person, so please give it a shot. Leo Club? Okay, come on.
Yeah, okay. Hi, we're part of the Leo Club, and so what we do is, we also, we do a lot of community stuff, and then we do Special Olympics, and which that's a big thing, so, oh, sorry. You can do it. You're sitting down. Okay. Yeah, so, yeah. We go to like Second Harvest to do canned food banks and all that stuff, and yeah.
Like she said, we also do the Special Olympics, which is for this school. I don't know if you're familiar with it, but we gather our special needs students, and they basically do their version of Olympics. We take them out to, I do believe, Amherst High School, and they participate in all those events. We do training with them and everything. And by the way, students that go to the school, if you're in here, if you'd like to help participate in training, make sure to talk to PG, because we can give you a form to apply, basically, for a buddy. But we also do a lot of community service, like Dee Dee said. So just go ahead and go over to our table, and we'll explain more.
We're Student Council. I'm Daymaya Leva. I'm Student Council President. And I'm Mark Quintez Graham, and I am Student Council Vice President. And what we do in Student Council, really, we're trying to build a foundation for future years because we're trying to restart the Titan Student Council. And right now, all this year we've been doing is really fundraising to help get money for future things and future projects we want to do with the school.
Thank you, students. All right, next up, we have Toni Morrison, Student Council. Now, I know you guys were battling it out for who was going to be speaking. So did you figure it out? Yeah? All right. Stand up. If you could all stand up, please, so we could admire you. Thank you. You guys look sharp. You look great. Here you go, ma'am.
Student council is beneficial. Hi, my name is Nyla, and I'm in 4th grade, and I am student council president.
Hi, my name is Jason. I'm in 4th grade, and I'm a student council member.
Hi, my name is Danelise. I'm in 5th grade, and I am student council vice president.
Hi, my name is Rodney Osorio. I'm a student council member.
Hi, my name is Antonio, and I'm a student council member.
Student council is beneficial because it gives kids a chance to be leaders and role models and lets kids try new things and get new solving problem skills.
Because we aspire to inspire, and it is a way to make the school a better and safer environment for everyone. I guess we're done.
Very nicely done. All right. Next up, at the high school, there's a new program that started this year, sponsored by the YWCA, Girl Power, and Rise Up Ladies.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Zamari Bohannon, and today we'll be representing the Girl Power leadership. This is Gloria Gonzalez. We have Nicole, Karina, and Amaya. So basically, the Girls Power Leadership is a new program we have here this year, which is a partnership between Mrs. Cheers, who is a worker at Lorain High, and the YWCA. Basically, we do a lot of different things in our program, but the main goal in this program is to empower us as young women to become leaders. They empower us so we can have the chance to go out back in our community and empower other young ladies. This program gives us so many different opportunities. Like every meeting they put together for us different women in the community, different professions, college students. They come in and talk to us about their different experience, how they got to where they become, and they just encourage us. This year we did this really, really big project that I am so proud, and I'm sure the other girls is, to say that we did. This children's village in Tanzania, and we were able to raise money for them for transportation, milk, schooling, and stuff like that. And we sold these bracelets at the basketball games. And it was 4 words on the bracelets. It was survivor, strength, faith, and hope. Those are words of encouragement to let people know, like, you can push yourself. And a week before the basketball game, we had a lady from Junior Achievement come and give us a class on fundraising and marketing, because without her, we wouldn't have knew how much we was going to sell the bracelet for or what other people was going to think. And also, it's just so amazing because it's so many positive attitudes going around this group. It's like other women gives you encouragement. It's just positivity, and you just like uplift each other. So we have 48 young ladies that was nominated to be in this program. And I'm just looking forward to next year and see what else it'll bring us. So.
Great job, ladies. All right, next up, you're going to learn about how easily I fall in these shoes. You guys could all stand up, and you're going to learn about our Young Scholars program.
Hello, my name is Natasha Roman. I am the program coordinator for the Young Scholars program for the City of Lorain. Young Scholars Program is through the Office of Diversity and Inclusion at The Ohio State University. This program has been in the City of Lorain since 1988, and through the program, at this point, we've had over 3,000 students throughout the state of Ohio who have gone to Ohio State. Many of them have gone on full-ride scholarships. It is income-based, the scholarship program. We provide pre-collegiate services through workshops, financial assistance and awareness, ACT prep, just about anything. Just getting students ready for college. To be in the program, you must have a 3.3 GPA, you must be a first-generation college student, and you must meet the income requirements. These students here are young scholars, and these were the students who specifically volunteered to represent us today. But as I look around the room, I see plenty of my other scholars. So if you're a scholar and you're in this room, would you please stand up? Some of these are even new scholars. Our program has grown. We started off this year with 43 pre-collegiate scholars, and as of this week, we just added in 29 more scholars for the city of Lorain through grades 8 through 11. So we continue to grow. We continue to try and spread the word to any of you younger students who are out there. In 8th grade is when we'll be taking applications. So we please encourage you to apply. 3.3 GPA, folks. So kids, make sure you keep those A's and B's, and you can be a scholar and a Buckeye like the rest of these here. Also, I just wanted to mention that I myself was a young scholar, so I'm just a testament to the program and all the good things that it does throughout the city of Lorain and throughout the state of Ohio as well. And here are some of our scholars.
Hello, my name is John Lex Claudio, and I'm currently a sophomore. And once I graduate and I go to college, I would like to major in computer administration.
Hello, my name is Fabian Perez. I'm currently a sophomore at Lorain High, and once I go to college, I want to major in interior design.
Hi, I'm Charisma Christensen. I'm a 10th grader currently at Lorain High, and once I go to college, I would like to become a music therapist.
Hello, my name is Jeremiah Jackson. I am a senior here at Lorain High. I recently committed to going to OSU in the fall, and also I would like to major in English.
Hi, my name is Sierra Worthy. I'm a 9th grader, and I want to become a doctor.
Hi, I'm Alana Lopez. I am currently a sophomore here, and I am undecided.
All right, and now speaking on behalf of our JROTC program.
Hello, I'm Cadet Captain Hall, and our program is to motivate young people to be better citizens, and we help out with leadership skills. And we don't really expect you to go into the military if you join the program. We're just here to help you find where you want to be throughout your life, and if you do want to go into the military, you can start off as a higher rank than most of the people there. And we do a lot more than just like the color guards that you've seen today, this morning. We also do competitions. We've been to Indianapolis, Kentucky. We do get many trophies for it, and we help out with the schools and everything, and we do many things for veterans. And we have some of our cadets here today. This is our color guard teams, and we have many other teams.
Hello, I'm Cadet Sergeant First Class Sowards. This is my second year in the program, and freshman year when I joined, I had an attitude problem, I'll admit it. And it really did help me, and it wasn't push-ups or anything, but it taught me to be a leader, like color guard commander. You don't want to give your team an attitude or they won't work for you. So it taught me to be a leader. This is Cadet Captain Marrero, who will be speaking.
Hi, I'm Cadet Captain Sandra Marrero, and I am on A-Team Color Guard and many other teams. I've been in the program for all 3 years so far. My sister was in the program, and she got pregnant, couldn't finish it, so now I'm finishing her legacy. And I do not plan to go to the military medically, but I do plan on majoring in psychology.
Hi, I'm Cadet Master Sergeant Hopkins. I'm a second-year cadet.
I'm Cadet Gannon. I'm a Sergeant First Class. This is my second year. I'm thinking about majoring in welding.
I'm Cadet Captain Seaman. This is my third year in the program, and I do plan on going in military when I'm finished with high school.
All right,
Thanks a lot, guys. And are these your trophies back here? Those are your trophies? All right, next up. All right, students. Mr. Hilko? A joint thing. Nice.
Joint thing.
All right.
Hi, everybody. I'm Brian Hilko, and it's my honor to be the principal of General Johnny Wilson. And this year, we had the opportunity to work with the Ohio Arts Council. This year, the whole goal was to bring the hands-on learning to the classroom, and we've been able to now do that with George and our students. And here are some of those students.
Hi, my name is Anthony Martinzik.
My name is Victor Trinidad.
I'm Emily Rivera.
Mia Hilko.
Jemiah Osorio.
Hi, my name is Olivia Jones. I'm in 8th grade at General Johnny Wilson, and I'm in Mr. Sherwood's science class. My science teacher, Mr. Sherwood, challenged us to make a helicopter and kite. We compared the opposite forces between the helicopter and kite, the lift of the kite as opposed to the gravity pulling the helicopter down. The most exciting part of this project was that we were able to tie art into this science project. This is the reason Mr. Wydak of the Ohio Art Council has invited us today. I enjoyed working on this project with my close friends. It was relaxing, and I love to express my creativity through colors. I look forward to more science art projects in the future.
Okay, my name is Rita Sukola, and I'm an intervention specialist at GGW. My job was last year to schedule Mr. Wojdak with different teachers. As a musician myself, I always thought highly of the arts, and I truly believe that the arts are a true reflection of who we are as human beings. We have been given a wonderful opportunity last year through the Ohio Art Council in the persona of Mr. Wojdak, and he has been working, doing wonderful projects with the kids, incorporating art into the curriculum. There are thousands of quotes about art. However, I will just say this, that instead of quotes, it was true beauty seeing the kids express themselves. It was true beauty seeing the kids getting excited over a science or a math concept, and we truly thank Mr. Wojdak for that. Thank you.
Okay, well, thank you, Mrs. Sukola, and our principal, Mr. Hilko, and these wonderful young people who are sitting around this table here that I've had such a great time working with. And I have to say that I feel like I'm the lucky one, because I've had a fabulous experience, and I was delighted when Donna Collins, the executive director of the Ohio Arts Council, called me last fall and told me about this opportunity. And our goal is to combine one of the subjects, one of the regular academic subjects, with visual arts, which is my specialty. But the program is all over Ohio. And it not only involves visual artists, but it involves dancers and theater artists and people in the who express themselves with language, like poets and writers and all. So, and our goal is to really give the other subjects, whether it's math or science or social studies or English language arts, equal weight with the visual arts and teach them together and to create something I think even more special than any of them would be by themselves. So I want to thank you all for being here. We have a wonderful group of young people and adults here who really care about kids. So thanks.
Alrighty, representing New Beginnings Academy.
Hi, good afternoon. My name is Nicole Davis, and I am serving as the Director of Alternative Programs at New Beginning Academy. I just want you all to know that at New Beginnings Academy, we're climbing the ladder of success. We're thinking before we're acting. We're focusing on college, career, and community. I'd like to introduce Morning Johnson, who was elected through a true campaign as our Secretary of our Student Leadership.
Hello, guys. At New Beginnings Academy, we are great, getting responsible, engaged, accountable,
academically, and tied to the community.
Thank you.
Okay, Washington Elementary, you are up.
Hello, my name is Matt Lawhead. I'm here representing the Boys and Girls Club of Lorain County and our partnership with Lorain City Schools, specifically today, where we work at Washington Elementary. We have a SPARK reading program, an early literacy reading program. SPARK stands for Spheres of Proud Achievement in Reading for Kids, geared towards K through 3. We have 3 of the kids here today. I'm going to have them introduce themselves in a second. 4 years ago, the Boys and Girls Club of Lorain County was only one of 13 organizations throughout the country that was given a federal grant to incorporate this program within the schools, Larkmore Elementary in Washington, during the actual school day. The federal grant was 2 years. When the grant ran out, Mike Conaber, our executive director, saw the positive results that we were having during the school day working with kids, and he made it a key to make sure to continue servicing kids. So with the support of a lot of generous support through people like the Stocker Foundation, Nordson, Martha Jennings Holden Foundation, we've been able to keep the program going now. We just finished it. We'll be finishing our 4th year in the schools. The program has not cost Lorain City Schools $1. But Lorain City Schools, past administration and the current administration of Dr. Graham, allowing us to have a classroom in each building, making us part of the actual school day, has seen results. We have a total of 12 tutors this year. So we see 84 kids. Each tutor, I have 2 of the tutors here, Ms. Cheryl Gooch and Ms. Valerie DeVale. Step up real quick, ladies. Just stand up real quick. They represent the Boys and Girls Club and work with 7 kids each day, from a mixture of kindergartners through 3rd grade, like I said. We're able to service 84 kids. A typical lesson, that we have the 3 students that I'll introduce in a second, like I said, we see each kid 30 minutes, 3 times a week. It's reading and writing, old school reading and writing literacy, learning how to letter sounds depending on their grade level, learning how to a comprehension question, writing a paragraph. Principal Contreras-Deschik from Washington, I'd like to thank her for allowing us to come here today. With her support, we've been able to continue the program, like I said, at Washington Elementary School. The 3 people that I want to introduce real quick here, go ahead, guys.
Jordan, Ariana, Tatiana.
Those are 3 of the kids that we work with every day. So thank you, Lorain City Schools, for allowing us to be here today. And Toni Morrison, guys, I tell you what, you guys are going to have a job later on down the road. I want your resumes. Good job, guys.
Thank you. All right, next you're going to learn about our chess champs.
Good afternoon. My name is Bob Berdar. I'm a 4th grade teacher at Palm Elementary. For the past 8 years at Palm Elementary, we've been bringing home first place trophies from the state tournament. We have a great bunch of kids. Unfortunately, this year we fell a little bit short, but their sacrifice that these guys make every year, including this year, these guys would come. Although our official chess club is held Thursdays after school, these guys come on a daily basis before school for 40 minutes. They also come up at lunch for another 30 minutes, almost daily. And even though the club is over, they still want to come up at lunch every day. It's just a great pleasure to work with these guys on a daily basis. And as some of the high school and middle school people that came over to us, they found out how good these guys are. So later, if you come over and visit us, I'm sure they would love you to open up your wallet and sit down and play with them. So now I'd like you to have my members introduce themselves.
Hi, I'm Moises.
Hi, my name is Dominic. I'm in 5th grade.
Hello, my name is Justin Mercado.
My name is Jonathan Mercado, and I'm in 5th grade.
My name is Greer. I'm in 5th grade. My name is Lorain. I'm in 5th grade.
My name is Lamar. I'm in 5th grade.
My name is Isaiah Grant in 4th grade.
They'll be playing after the State of the Schools address right in this area. I encourage you to come over and witness it. Not only are they like really good, but they have such joy when they're playing. It's a delight. All right, our Longfellow Robotics team. What are you guys up to?
Hello, my name is Jimmy Gallegos. I'm part of the Longfellow Robotics team. And right away, I'd like to thank Dr. Graham for inviting us here today. And it's a great way to explain and like show our experiences and our what we accomplished this year. And before we get into the experiences, I'd like to introduce our teams. Cronus, I don't know where they're at. They're somewhere. Oh, they're over there. We have Caleb, Josiah, Nathan, Nicholas, and Karen on the team. And then we have Titanius, which myself, I am in this team. And then we have me, Jimmy, Aiden, Lisa, and Sebastian. And then we have Prometheus, which is our first girl team, all girls. So it's Caitlin, Kiana, Bellamina, and Isabella on this team. And all three of our teams have done amazing this year. We all made it to the state championships, which was in Marion, Ohio. And we're not just three separate teams from the same school. We're one big team. We're a family, and we help each other out all the way there and make sure we can all do great during competition. We have many opportunities and like skills that we learn throughout the year, like problem-solving skills that we learn, like when we're trying to build the robots to balance out if we can pick up the cubes and the stars, and score points. We have quick thinking that we have to do for driving when we compete, and comprehension skills for programming, because programming is really hard, like a lot, really hard. Take my word for it. I program. It's not easy. And we got to practice our teamwork skills when we're competing with complete strangers that we just met that day, and we team up to defeat other strangers, we have to cooperate a lot together for the engineering notebook, which is a big part of the thing of robotics to win an award, which is the Excellence Award. It is 50% of the Excellence Award. Another 50% is the team, our interview, and how the judges see us working together. And we have to do all that really great to make the engineering notebook as good as we can, keep it true to its purpose of what it's meant to do for us. This year, we've won the Judges Award at States. We won many Excellence Awards, Design Awards, Skills Award, and a few other small awards that were given out at one of our competitions. And we couldn't have done it this year without our advisors, Mrs. Hanson and Mrs. Farney, her sister. We had Mr. Cotman and Mr. Hanson helping us out this year. And everything we did this year was amazing for all the members, and thank you for having us today and to share our experiences and to show you what we've done this year. Thank you.
Good job, bud. Thank you. Hey, did I miss any of you kiddos? Anybody didn't go? All right. I don't know if you heard a common theme there, but these activities, these programs, they're sponsored by businesses, by organizations, by people who just care to volunteer and to lead these types of initiatives. So thank you so much. We couldn't do it without you. All right, I know I ran a little bit over. It is now time. Dr. Graham has asked for us to keep going so that he doesn't have to speak quite so long. I think the Spanish version of the speech probably kind of wiped you out, huh? I am honored to present to you our fearless leader, Dr. Jeffrey Graham.
Good afternoon. First, I'd like to thank Toni Gallo and the Chamber of Commerce for partnering with us today. Also, before people start to sneak out of here in terms of students, Color Guard, JROTC, if you stand up and give a wave. They bring class and dignity to every event we have in our lane. One more round of applause, please, for our JROTC. And Anastasia Williams, you still in the audience? Sing the National Anthem? Nope, she left. I tell you what, I had chills. She did a phenomenal job. One more round of applause for wherever she's out there learning right now. You know, I'm here looking out at an audience that's full of people that I know because you're actively engaged in what's going on here. Whether it's in our schools or you're serving our students and their families in one way or another, and it's greatly, greatly appreciated. In terms of students, we talked about how to recognize excellence in our district. And I could have stood up here and read off a list of great things that we're doing, but we thought it was much more important for you to get to know some of the students that we've got. We have great kids doing great things on a regular basis. And again, that is in large part because of the support you give. So again, I want to give one more shout out, one more round of applause for our students. Good stuff. And I know you've been sitting there. You can feel free to stretch out a little bit. I've been a superintendent now for 14 years, which means this is my 14th State of the School address. And although they've, of course, been very, very different from one another, one theme I try to follow is the fact that I want to share what's going on. I want to make sure we're very transparent and clear about our struggles and share what the future holds. And candidly, that's the question I get most often when I'm out in public, when I'm talking, when I'm in the halls, class, whether there's teachers, students, or in the community. Jeff, what's going on next? This whole House Bill 70 thing, where are we? And the short version is that we had a academic distress commission appointed 4 years ago because our test scores were low. Over a 4-year period, our scores didn't rise to the level they needed to, so because of a new law, a new commission was formed. And that new commission, the people were appointed a few weeks ago, and their job is to appoint a CEO who is responsible for it would have the full authority of the Board of Education and the full authority of the superintendent. That process is in place, and as I understand it, the next step in that process is to appoint a chair, and then from 60 days on, or they have a 60-day period to appoint the CEO. And I think the commission before, their job was to develop and drive the academic recovery plan. As I understand it, the role of the new commission is to appoint the CEO and approve of the plan. So again, I can't speak with a lot of confidence about what's going to happen next because some things I don't know, it's not fair for me to share. But what I do believe is that the commission was named and we have 5 people on there who get it. We have 4 people who are local and know us intimately. They know our community, they know our schools, they know our students, they know our families. The 5th person, who I don't know, the only thing I do know is that she's dedicated her professional life to understanding the struggles that our students face. So the bottom line is they get it. And when I say it, what I mean is they understand our struggles, the struggles that come along with poverty and diversity. And to lean on some research from Linda Darling-Hammond, she's out of Stanford, and her research is literally 2 or 3 years old, but I'm going to give her credit because nothing's changed, and I like her. But she talked about the fact that when you look at all the headlines in the newspapers, and when you read all the things they say about United States students, and they compare us, they have different tests where they compare us with all the first world countries in the world. And every year in reading, we finish 16th, 17th, or 18th of about 30 schools. And in science and math, we finish in the upper 20s. They talk about how our students aren't ready for kindergarten. You read stories about how our graduates, not just ours, I'm talking about nationally, how our graduates aren't ready for college. The story they don't share, and in my opinion, because as a country we're afraid to own it, is the fact when you look at schools who have between 10 and 25% of their students are on free and reduced lunch. The only countries in the world to outperform us, Finland and Korea. When you look at schools, again, around the country, who have less than 10% of their student population on free and reduced lunch, we're number 1. consistently. So we as a country, we know how to educate. Where we struggle is educating students in poverty. And that's important for us to know because 90% of our students, actually more, are in poverty. And when I say that, I don't mean that students in poverty can't learn or they're less capable of learning, but every student has needs, and children in poverty have different ones. And let me qualify, and some people have heard my story, some haven't, so I'll give you the abbreviated version. I was sharing this with somebody recently, and they thought I was being judgmental. I'm a product of generational poverty. My mom grew up in the projects in Cleveland. My dad grew up literally in a two-room house just north of Louisville, Kentucky. He had 5 brothers, a mom and a stepdad, not 2 bedrooms, 2 rooms. And every morning before school, my dad and his brothers would go out and hunt for dinner. And it wasn't chickens in the coop, it wasn't cows they'd slaughter or deer. It's whatever made the mistake of passing through their backyard on that particular morning. I grew up in inner city Cleveland off 25th and Fulton until about middle school. And after middle school, we moved to Windham, which was and still is either the poorest or the second poorest district in the state. So I get poverty. I grew up in it. All my friends, I lived it. So I understand the needs that we had, and I've been in some wealthier school districts as a teacher and as an administrator. Our needs are different than theirs. That's fine. But we have to own what those needs are, and we have to address them. Now, Dr. Linda Darling-Hammond said that there's some things we have to do to counter the effects of poverty. And she had her list. A year and a half ago, when I first got here, one of the first things we did was send out a communications audit to find out how we could engage better and to find out what your needs were. And the community screamed back, Jeff, we need these things. And not so coincidentally, they're fairly well aligned with the things that Dr. Hammond talked about. We heard lunches, and actually they came from a student group that I met with last year. As a result, 100% of our students get free lunch and free breakfast. As a result of that, we are now serving more than 250 lunches more per day now than we were before. So our kids are eating. We heard that from our families we need health care. So partnered with Mercy Hospital, did a phenomenal job of engaging with us. I like to call them doctor's offices, but I get corrected because there are no doctors there. It's a nurse practitioner. But we have doctor's offices in 3 of our schools. And if your child goes to a different school, we'll bus you over there in a van for free. The service for more than 90% of our students is free. It's paid for by Medicaid. We have dental care. We have vision care that's coming in next year. Dental, we're working on a full-time piece, but we have it coming in pieces. We have supports for social and emotional issues from the Board of Mental Health. We're working on social work supports. We talked about, and this isn't really a wraparound service, but we talked about, or people talked about we had 2 states of the school address today. The first one was for our Spanish-speaking families. And the reality is we've not done a very good job of meeting their needs. And I own that completely. I've been here for a year and a half. I drastically overestimated the supports we have in place. We're working on it. They talked this morning about how I gave the state of the school address in Spanish, and I don't speak Spanish. But I would thank Victor and El Centro for helping translate that for me. And I got about every 4th word right, but I meant well. But the message we were trying to send was that when our Spanish-speaking families either give us a call or they come into our schools, there's no one there for them to talk to. And I think I started my comments out this morning with the fact that every time you come to our schools, you struggle with communication and language. Well, today it's my turn. And I fumbled through a state of the school address in Spanish. But in addition to the wraparound services that we're providing, there's also some things that we have to dig into and look at a little deeper on our own. And to do that, we engaged somebody who does this for a living, but did what's called an equity audit. And the purpose of an equity audit is to make sure that every student has equal access to all of our programs. Okay, just for example, we have a number of demographics, and they went through all of them, but just for the sake of making it easy, one demographic is the fact that about 40% of our students are Hispanic, 27-28% are African American, and about 24-25% are white. So when you look at all of our programs across the board, whether it's educational programs or just things that we measure in school, absenteeism, college entrance, we look at entrance into certain programs, career tech, gifted, all those different things, we should see an equal balance. Every program should have 40% Hispanic, 27%, 28% African American, 24, 25% white. In the areas that we don't, there's a problem. In some areas, for example, discipline, some areas are under, or some demographics are underrepresented, some are overrepresented. Well, the question is why? Now, right now, we're still filtering through that data, and it's about 180 pages. And the reason we're still filtering is that some of the data they used was longitudinal, some of it was trend data, some was last year, and some was this year. And some of the things we did last year are just different because we opened the high school and things changed around the district, our special education programs, for example. So right now, we're trying to validate that data. But at the end, we're going to see some things, and I've already seen some things that, quite frankly, make me a little sick to my stomach. Some things that we're not doing very well. But what we have to do is, once we see that it's broken, again, we need to own it. But I think that school districts and organizations in general, once they recognize there's a problem, they try to throw something at it and fix it real quick. But I think it's important to discover why. Once we know why, then we can fix it the right way. What I mean by the right way is, the district I was in before we did this, and we found that certain demographics didn't have access or were underrepresented in a lot of our accelerated programs in high school. Well, why? We asked a lot of questions, looked at a lot of stuff, and it turned out that there's an issue with 7th grade math. Because in that district, 7th grade math teachers made the assignment based on a recommendation for 8th grade. And if you made it to the 8th grade advanced math course, because of that and because of inefficiencies in high school scheduling, those students got all the advanced courses, and if you weren't there, you didn't. So again, we had to go back and fix it in 7th grade, which means it takes a little while before it's fixed. But again, we're not looking to inflate test scores or even raise test scores, quite frankly. We're doing this because it's the right thing to do. Another example, when you look at the equity audit, something that jumped out, and I'm going to make some people cringe who I hang out with on a daily basis, preschool, it's a big deal. And we are very, as a district, underrepresented in our preschool numbers. I say people are going to cringe because I give a spoiler alert here. We're going to universal preschool in some capacity, in my opinion. Okay, we have, hopefully by next year, if not by the year after. What I mean by that is every student in our district should have access to preschool in a way in which they're comfortable. Now, we're not doing that for test scores because the reality is, preschool is a great example, it's the right thing to do. But in terms of test scores, we won't see any changes for 4 years because we don't test until 3rd grade. But it's still the right thing to do. So again, we're not trying to inflate test scores. We're not looking for a quick fix. When I was in high school, I had a coach who made the statement all the time, don't worry about the scoreboard. Do the right things, and the score will take care of itself. And I believe that's true here at test scores. If we continue to do the right things, our scores will take care of themselves. I think it's very important that we understand who we are. We continue to identify obstacles, then remove those obstacles, identify needs, and meet needs. There's a saying, and I'm sure you've all heard it, that in God we trust, for everyone else we need data. Data and numbers aren't going to drive improvement. Programs, initiatives, structures, processes, they're not going to drive improvement. The reality is, at the end of the day, people drive improvement. And we've got some great ones. In our hallways, in our classrooms, in our schools, that's where improvement takes place. And our job is to make sure they have the supports to do that. People ask me, Jeff, all the time, Jeff, why Lorain? And I think it comes down to a few simple things. Number one, we're willing to own who we are. Step further, we're proud of who we are. And our folks, and it's evidenced by the people in this room, and we had an ODE review, and they came in and they asked to meet with the organizations that support our schools. They say in most districts they get 4 or 5, maybe 6. We had 35 show up. Because again, we are willing to rally around each other and take care of one another. I think there's a sense of community and a sense of pride that's incredibly unique. And again, I just want to thank you for all that you do. We got a long road ahead of us, but it's going to be an easy road to do it if we kind of hold hands and skip along the way. So again, thank you very much. Have a good day.
When folks are coming to our State of the Schools address, I always like to say, hey, thanks for coming to our party. Because for us, this is a celebration. This is a celebration of some of the great gains in our district, that we're recognizing some of the struggles so that we can address them. And of course, meeting our kiddos, our teachers, our principals, the people who make good things happen in our district. So our party is over. Thank you so much for coming, and one more round of applause. Thank you.
This has been a production of Lorain City Schools TV 20 WLCS.